Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, Saren. So we'll start with a quick warm up. Please tell us your name and where you're from.
My name's Saren Dillard, and I'm from Salmon, Idaho, but I moved to Nebraska years ago, and I met my real dad. And then I moved to Alliance and bought a house. Got in trouble with two houses.
All right. So before we met, what was happening with your home?
I had it rented out. My other house in Hemingport, I had it rented out to these renters, and they trashed it. And then they moved out because they just left. They just gave me the last check, said they're moving out. They moved out to a different house in town. He was a contractor, and I thought they'd take better care of the place, but they just trashed it, so I couldn't re-rent it out. So then I was making two house payments for a couple of years and working on the house, trying to get up to livable again. And then I ran into a bind paying two house payments, and then almost lost both of them.
Okay, is that where with the situation with the bank?
Yeah, that was the situation with the bank.
Okay. And how are you feeling emotionally during that period? If you don't mind sharing that with us.
Oh, I was stressed, worried. I didn't want to mess my credit up, which I messed it up anyways. But it was just stressful. Didn't know what I was gonna do.
Okay. So how did you first hear about us, the Home Help Solutions?
I tried several different websites, and I found your guys' on Facebook, and I filled it out, and then Garrett called me, and then I was like, well, I'm not sure, and then we talked about it, and I was getting close to losing both the houses, or at least the one in Hemingford. I was like, well, I'll let that one go, but I didn't want it to go on my credit. So then the next day, someone said they'd rent the house out over there, but we went over, started painting and fixing it up more for them to rent it out to own. They didn't want. I don't know what happened. He got mad or something, and then he just flaked me off. And then I was like, well,
is that what made you decide to take the call with me?
Yeah, I took the call with you because it was like I missed 2 house payments over there. So I was like, I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I was going to throw it on the market. And Garrett called me again to check up on me out of the blue, which was weird. I was like, okay. So I started talking to him, and then we got on the call with you.
How did you feel after, we had our first conversation?
I was nervous. I mean, I've got scammed several times on the internet, but I had the right mindset not to quit trying, because there's something out there that's real and that works.
How would you describe our communication or my communication with you through the process?
The communication with you was awesome. Really good.
Thank
with Garrett
you.
was awesome too. So with both of you, it was really good.
And did you feel that we explained everything clearly and honestly?
Yes, you guys explained everything clearly and honestly.
And was there a moment you felt relief, hope?
Yeah, I felt really relieved. It took me a little bit to get caught up on the other house payment, but it was pretty cool. It was really awesome. You guys are like a blessing.
Thank you. And where are things now compared to when you started with us?
Way better.
Yeah.
I'm able to pay my bills, except just don't put a higher furnace in. But no, I'm able to pay my bills and everything's working great.
Yeah. And what did you say? How did Home Help Solutions change the direction of your situation that you had?
They avoided me from bankruptcy foreclosure, and just to pay my bills mainly. They help me out so much.
Okay, well, let me ask you, what do you think would have happened without our help?
I would have lost the house in Hemingford and went into foreclosure over there.
Okay. So, how would you describe us in your own words?
You guys are fantastic and awesome people to work with. I hope other people get the chance, if they're struggling, to work with you guys.
That's what I was gonna ask. If would you recommend us to someone facing foreclosure or anyone struggling with home payments?
I'd be calling you right away with them standing by me.
And if you had to say anything to anyone that feels stuck, anyone watching this right now, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, go for the experience and try to believe in the internet, to finding somebody to help you out. It's not always a scam.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, right in the beginning, as I said, I love transparency, right? So we put everything in paper, we put it up front, and then, obviously we went through closing, title, and escrow. That way everyone can see that, everything is in the up and up. And as of right now, you're getting caught up with your payments, little things that show up, right? Like your furnace and things like that. You're able to address that. You didn't get foreclosed on, and you're working on your other property, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
All living there. So.
Well, thank you, Sarah, and thank you for your time, and thank you for letting anyone else that's going through this know that they can always find help. And that's why we're called Home Help Solutions, right? Our goal is to help homeowners that are feeling confused and frustrated.
Yeah, I would go for it if somebody needs the help.